What's up YouTube, this is Pickle Power and I got kind of a crazy video for you all today. Now, I've been wanting to do a couple tier list videos for a while now, but I figured just making a ton of them would kind of get boring for you guys, so I just said, you know what, screw it, we're going to be doing a ton of tier lists today, and we're just going to compile them into one big video. Now, this video is probably going to be pretty long, so I am going to include some timestamps. I know YouTube has a feature for that, but if I can't figure that out, I'll just put it in the description, so there's going to be some tier lists you care about, some you don't, so you can skip around and see which ones interest you. We're going to be starting with some food ones and then some video game ones. So, that being said, let's get right into this. First off, we have a cereal tier list. One of my buddies did a cereal tier list and it really sucked, so we're just doing our own right now. Let's get started. Apple Cinnamon Cheerios, I haven't tried these. Cookie Crisp is pretty gross, because cookies and cereal doesn't really combine in my opinion, so it's going in D tier. Special K is really underrated, and it's good for you, so that's kind of added to it. That with sugar goes hard, man. Kix, I've never seen this in stores. I don't know who eats this besides like old people. Apple Jacks are lit, A tier. Cornflakes, does anyone actually eat cornflakes as cereal? I see cornflakes in like recipes with like cheesy potatoes and stuff, but who eats cornflakes as cereal, honestly? Count Chocula, in my opinion, is the worst out of the Halloween cereal, but it's not bad, so it'll go in C. I don't know if the other Halloween cereal that's on here, it's not. If it was, Boo Berry is my favorite, and the strawberry one is my second favorite. OG Captain Crunch is actually pretty good, but I think I prefer the berries version more, so it's going to go in B. Chex is with Special K. It's good for you, and it tastes good. It's just simple, no sugar or anything. It's good for you. It's great. Peanut Butter Captain Crunch is worse than normal Captain Crunch in my opinion. Honey Bunches of Oats, I've had this like once in my life and it was pretty nasty, so it's going in D tier. Rice Krispies are pretty lit, only if you really add sugar, but I mean you can make like Rice Krispie treats out of them, so I'll put them in B. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is going to go in B as well, because I like it plain, but I kind of really don't like milk with it. It's weird. I eat a lot of cereal dry, I don't really know why. Frosted Mini Wheats, C tier, because the ones that don't have any frosting on them are really gross, but the ones that have a lot are actually pretty good. Honey Nut Cheerios is gonna go A tier. It's really good. Reese's Puffs, B. Reese's Puffs are pretty lit. I haven't put any in S tier. We'll get there. Rice Krispie Treats, Joe, I've never tried this. Cheerios are actually gonna go in C tier, because I actually kind of like Cheerios, with and without sugar. It's good for you, and it's plain. It's simple. You know, I'm actually going to move it up to B tier. I like Cheerios. Lucky Charms are S tier. I love the brown parts, and I love the marshmallows. They're both lit. Cocoa Krispies. Just go next to Rice Krispies. Both equally good, I guess. Fruit Loops S tier. I love Fruit Loops. They're so delicious. You know, I'm going to move Apple Jacks up to S tier, too, because I like those types of cereals. Raisin Bran, D tier. Golden Crisp, never tried. Fruity Pebbles, S tier, delicious. Cocoa Puffs, gonna go in A. I like Cocoa Puffs. Frosted Flakes, A tier as well, because they're pretty good. Crunch Berries are better than Captain Crunch, as I said, pretty good. Raisin Bran, but there's literally, that's the same thing. Whatever. Honeycomb is lit, it's gonna go in A tier. Trix, A tier. Pops are really good. I'm going to put them in S tier, actually. I really love Pops. Cocoa Pebbles, I don't like them as much as Fruity Pebbles, but they're still good. Honey Smacks, what is this? Who eats this? Done. Well, there you go. That's my cereal test. I'm kind of going a little bit fast, so this video isn't too long. But that's my cereal tier list. Moving on, I got a fast food tier list. This one's a lot longer, but a lot of these I don't even know what they are. So this one might actually go pretty quick. A&W, I've been there once in my life. Or wait. I think I'm going to fix this because there's a slot for the best. So that's going to be my favorite. There's one for never had, obviously. And I'm going to put one above this. That is A tier. This seems good to me. Okay, let's get started. A&W was actually pretty good, so I'm going to give it a B. Arby's is lit, but it's expensive. And there's not that much. There's like a couple good stuff, and the rest is kind of nasty. So it's going to go in B tier as well. Don't know what this is, don't know what this is, don't know what this is, don't know. I know what Burger King is, and Burger King is really good, but the service kind of sucks. The workers are a little bit dumb. But it does taste good, so it's gonna... Well, I think I'm actually gonna do this. Because Burger King fries are good, but when they're cold, they're disgusting. And as I said, the workers are kind of lazy. So yeah, B tier. Don't know what this is. Never had these. Chick-fil-A. Oh, I want to put it in A tier, but I've never had it. So, because there's only like one, and it's in Minneapolis. So it's gonna go in A because the food. I gotta put never had because I've never had it, but it looks really, really good, and I love fast food chicken. Chipotle never had. Culver's is actually pretty good, so I'm gonna put it in C. Never had. Domino's is gonna go in D because it's kind of gross. It's like my least favorite fast food pizza, but it's not bad. It's just not good either. Dairy Queen is going in A tier because Dairy Queen food is really good and it's cheap. I don't know. Never had. Oh my god, I haven't had so many of these. KFC I've had. It's gonna go in B. Not the biggest KFC fan, but it's still good. Little Caesars is... Where do I put Little Caesars? It's not the best, but it is cheap, so I'm gonna put that in B tier as well. McDonald's, A tier. Who doesn't love McDonald's, honestly? It just has all-around good food. Although I wish they didn't change the building design, so it's all gray. I think that kind of takes the charm out of getting McDonald's, but still. Don't know. Papa John's is... Going with Domino's. It's just kind of mediocre. Wow, I don't know. Pizza Hut. I don't like Pizza Hut. The pizza is very greasy. It's, Actually, no. I don't hate it. Popeyes is pretty good. I'll put that with KFC because they're kind of the same. Oh my god. Who eats these? Oh my god, there's so many. Subway is actually my favorite. I really love Subway. It gets so much hate. Subway's delicious and it's good for you. Well, I don't know if it's good for you, but they say it's good for you, so it probably is. Spicy Italian is great. I love so many subs from Subway. The workers are great. They're not lazy like Burger King. I just love Subway. It's great, but they need to bring back cheddar cheese. I don't know why they got rid of it. That's really stupid. I'm tired of getting shredded cheese, but Subway is lit and it's super underrated. And I'm kind of mad that people hate on it so much. Taco Bell is going in F tier. I hate fast food tacos. It's just gross. I don't know why anyone likes fast food tacos. I like the tacos that my mom makes, but I don't like Taco Bell. It's gross. Yada. I thought Wawa was like a gas station. Is that even a restaurant? I don't even know. Wendy's is going in A tier. Wendy's was so good, but in my town they got rid of it, and I'm so mad. Cause the chicken nuggets are lit, the fries are lit, the Frosties, everything at Wendy's is good. I don't know. White Castle, I think White Castle is kind of overrated. I think the sliders are a little bit gross. So it's going in D tier. And I don't know any of this. Oh my god, look at how many I don't know. Well, I know some of these, but I've never had them. Like Chick-fil-A would have been way high if I've actually had it. But yeah. Is there anything else that I want to change about this? No, I've never been to most of these. Because I live in kind of a small town, so they don't have all this, but this stuff that's the stuff I know. Not that much bad fast food out there. It's just kind of, well, let's see. Is there anything else I want to change? You know, I actually might move up Pizza Hut because it is greasy, but it is good, so I can't really get mad at it. So yeah, I know people are going to get mad at me because everyone hates Subway because Subway's the thing that's cool to hate on. Subway's good. Moving on. Soda tier list. I drink a lot of pop, so I think my opinion is pretty reliable. Got the basic tiers here, so let's go. A&W cream soda, B. I prefer normal A&W. Baja Blast is really good. Barks is kind of just bootleg A&W. Normal A&W is way better, but it's not bad, so I'm going to put it in B. Ginger Ale, S tier. Who doesn't love ginger ale? It's so good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about ginger ale. It's really good, especially like when you're sick. It really helps. Cherry Coke, S tier. I like it more than normal Coke. Vanilla Coke gives me headaches. It's going in C. Regular Coca-Cola, it's kind of like basic. I wouldn't really request for Coke, like at a restaurant, unless there was like nothing else. So it's just kind of basic. It's going to B. Crush soda. I love orange soda. It's very good. I would put it in the S, but I don't want to put too much in S because a lot of this pop is really good. Cherry Dr. Pepper. The normal Dr. I'm gonna put both of these Dr. Peppers because normal Dr. Pepper is a million times better. Fanta is gonna go with Crush. Just orange soda. Orange soda is great. Mountain Dew S tier. I love Mountain Dew. It's probably my favorite pop, along with ginger ale. So yeah. Cream. Why is there so many brands of root beer? I'll just put you with the regular versions because you guys taste exactly the same. Pepsi is great, but cherry Pepsi is really good. I believe this is sparkling water. So you know what? We're going to put a sparkling water tier because sparkling water is disgusting. I don't know how anyone can drink it unless you're like trying to be healthy, but sparkling water is so gross. You know what? I'm actually going to look this up to make sure I'm not screwing this up. I'm going to make sure this is actually... It is sparkling water. Okay, so sparkling water, screw you. You're so disgusting. Sprite is good, but it's kind of basic. It seems like there's like 50 different variants of Sprite in the world, so... If Sprite Cranberry was on here, it'd be up more, because I love Sprite Cranberry, but that Winter Sprite... The Winter Spice Sprite Cranberry is gross. So, that's my list. I don't really hate any pop, except for sparkling water. If you drink sparkling water, then you are just wrong. I'm sorry, but it's true. Moving on. Chips. Got a lot of chips here, and I'm actually going to add a haven't tried here. Because some of these, I'm already looking at some of these I haven't tried. So, haven't tried. Alright, let's get started. Cheetos. Cheetos are just kind of basic. There's just things that I'd rather have, like... I'd just rather have other stuff than Cheetos. So they're going to go in B. Because they're not bad. They're still good. But I just kind of rather have other things. Doritos, spicy, chili. They were actually kind of good. I don't like spicy food that much. But they were actually kind of good. So I'll put them in D. Because they're not terrible. But I wouldn't really want to eat them. Fritos. I don't like Fritos at all. I'm putting every Frito in F tier. F tier for Frito. Because Fritos are disgusting. They're just so bland. I don't like them. They're just... Ugh. I don't like Fritos. They're gross. Okay, I'm going in order now. Funyuns. Funyuns are A tier. Actually... You know what? I'm keeping them in A tier. Because I like Funyuns. Funyuns are good. Baked barbecue chips. Baked chips are actually kind of good. So I'm going to put them in B tier. Bugles, F tier. These things are just like Fritos. They're just bland. Cape Cod, I haven't tried it, don't know what that is. I've never seen that in a store. But they're kettle cooked, and kettle cooked chips are actually really good. Flamin' Hot Cheetos, most overrated chip of all time. I can't stand the spiciness. I'm bad with spicy things, so they're going... Well, the taste is actually kind of good, so they're going to go with the Doritos, but they're so overrated. And I'm just not a big fan. Cheetos Puffs are kind of the same as Cheetos. They're just good. They're solid. They're not bad. Spicy Cheez-Its are gross. Spicy and Cheez-Its should not go together. However, white cheddar Cheez-Its are A tier. They're delicious. I don't know why Cheddar Jack Cheez-Its aren't here because they would be an S tier because I love Cheddar Jack. But, you know what? We'll stick with that. OG Cheez-Its are a little bit bland, and I think the other flavors are way better, so they're going in C. Chex Mix. I've never had bold Chex Mix, but OG Chex Mix? B tier. Very good. Combos are disgusting. I hate pretzels. I hate anything pretzel flavored. Just so gross. Cool Ranch Doritos, I actually like more than normal Doritos. So they're going in A tier, and regular Doritos are going in B. Salsa Doritos, is that what that says? I've never had them, so they're going in, haven't tried in this either. OG Doritos are kind of gross, so they're going in D tier. Doritos Jacked, same with the purple Doritos. They were good, but I wouldn't really try them again. I don't know what this is, but they just look like Chex Mix ripoff, so they're going in, haven't tried. Flavor Blasted Goldfish, delicious. Give me those. OG Goldfish, along with Cheez-Its. There's just so many better varieties. It's kind of pointless. Sun Chips, D tier. I wouldn't really see myself having these. Just kind of bland overall. Chester's Fries, along with normal hot Cheetos. Just I don't like hot things very much, but they're not bad necessarily. Salt and vinegar kettle chips. Oh, delicious. I just realized I'm actually not putting that many in S. I'm keeping this the way it is for now, but I might move some up. Uh, baked regular chips. They're gonna go with the barbecue ones because baked chips are actually pretty good. Lay's barbecue chips used to be really good, but I don't know what they did to them, and they're a little bit gross now. I think they put way too much barbecue on them, so it kind of overpowers everything. So it's gonna go in C. Kettle cooked barbecue chips, along with salt and vinegar. I love kettle cooked chips. Sour cream and onion chips are delicious. I don't care what anyone says. The rest here. Lay's classic. They're gonna go with all the bland chips in the C tier, except for barbecue. The munchies. I don't know what this is, but it looks gross. Salt and what brand is that? I don't even know. You're going in there too. All Pringles are going in S tier. Pringles are the most freaking delicious chips ever made. They're so addicting. They're just so good. If they had the Pringles in the blue can, those ones are really good too, because they have a lot more of them. Pretzels are disgusting. I hate pretzels, like I said earlier with combos. Ruffles are pretty good. I like sour cream and onion a lot more than cheddar and sour cream though. This popcorn gets everywhere. I hate it. It's going in F tier. Actually, it's going in D tier because no, it is going in F tier because all the freaking I don't even like popcorn that much besides movie theater popcorn, because all those stupid kernels get stuck in your teeth. It gets everywhere. It's super messy. It gets all over your fingers. It's gross. I hate that popcorn. Don't know what this is. Sun chip. This will go with the other sun chips. Just kind of bland. Takis, along with hot Cheetos, extremely overrated. These Tostito things are going to go in F tier as well. Actually, they're going to go in D tier because they're good if you have dip, but on their own, they're just really gross. But not everyone has dip available to them 24/7. Haven't tried this. Triscuits are gross. They're for old people. Veggie straws are gross. I hate jalapeno chips, but they're actually not that bad, so they're going to go in D tier. There's the chips. Not that many in S tier because there's not many chips where it's just like, oh my god, I want these right now. It's just kind of like, I'll settle for anything when it comes to chips. But Pringles, on the other hand, every Pringle goes in S tier, except for the nasty Pringles. They would go lower, but they're not on here. So, all right, I think we're done with food for now. So, next category is video games. We're gonna move on to that now. All right, we're back and we got some video game tier lists to look at. Now, starting out, we got the Call of Duty games, and I'm a little bit upset because the most popular one didn't have Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3. Only this one did, and this one's less popular, so I'm a little bit angry that people forget about the first 3 COD games because they're some of the best in my opinion. But we'll talk about that. So I categorized them. Got the World War II games, the Modern Warfare games, Black Ops, and the others. Let's get started. Okay, Call of Duty 1. Now, this game's a little bit primitive, obviously, it's the first one, but it had a life bar, which I think is actually kind of cool. You know, the plot is cool, it's just a World War II Call of Duty game, but it was the first, and it's good. I like it. B. Call of Duty 2 and 3, I'm going to put them both in A, because I really love these 2 games, and I grew up on them. It was either World at War or Call of Duty 2 that were my first Call of Duty games. I had Call of Duty 2 on PC with like the discs when it first came out when I was a kid. So I have a lot of good memories with these 2 games. Call of Duty 3's theme is really good, and I think I actually might have it playing in the background. It's background music. Both of these games are super underrated and super fun, especially the multiplayer in Call of Duty 3 with like the tanks and stuff. That was so much fun. And I'm really sad that these games just get overshadowed by the super popular ones. Not saying that those games are bad, but these ones are really good, and I think more people should play COD 2 and 3. World at War is actually my favorite Call of Duty game. It introduced Nazi zombies, which is just amazing. Part of the reason why Call of Duty got so big and sells so much every year. The campaign is fantastic. You know, we get to see perspectives from Americans versus Japanese and Russians versus Germans, which is great. It's not just like COD World War II where we only see Americans versus Germans, which is like what everyone focuses on. And the multiplayer was super fun. I love the characters in the campaign. Zombies is great, obviously. So it's S tier. It's the best Call of Duty game in my opinion, and it deserves all the praise that it gets. Call of Duty World War II, I'm going to put in C tier, because I really liked the campaign, but everything else kind of sucked. The campaign was a great World War II story. Not as good as World at War, obviously, because you can't really top that. but the multiplayer and the zombies were both extremely boring, and they both kind of sucked. Especially zombies, man, that was disappointing. You could have done so much with World War II zombies. So much cool stuff could have been done, but the World War II maps honestly just really suck for zombies. So I was going in C tier. COD 4, A tier. This game pretty much revolutionized the Call of Duty games. It's what made them so popular. This came right after COD 3. And it's a great game. It still holds up today. I know they came out with a remastered version. That's really cool. Campaign is great. The multiplayer is iconic. Yeah, COD 4 is just a really solid game, and it's going to get an A tier. Modern Warfare 2, on the other hand, is an S tier. Modern Warfare 2, in my opinion, really started the boom of Call of Duty games. It's really what really made them set off. The campaign is fantastic, obviously, you know, with Shepard, and you can play as the Americans and the British. It's great. Campaign's great. Multiplayer is really iconic. I remember I used to play it on the Xbox 360 with Xbox Live. Good times, man. Good times. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is just an amazing game, and it's not my... Obviously, World at War is my favorite, but it's my second favorite, I think. Actually, I think another game is my second favorite, but we'll get to that. Modern Warfare 3, I'm going to put in B tier because it's not as good as the first two Modern Warfare games. It's not a bad game, but the multiplayer and the other mode, I kind of forgot what it was, just didn't really hold up to Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Campaign was still good, but I don't know. It's just kind of a step down from the first two games. Not necessarily bad, but not the best either. Modern Warfare 2019, I think is when it came out. Yeah. I'm going to put this in B tier as well. I enjoyed the campaign. I enjoyed the multiplayer. It was just a solid game, but now it's got all that Warzone crap, and it's kind of lost most of the attachment I had to it because now it's just kind of like super popular. Well, it was, I don't know. It was just it was a good game. It wasn't bad. The multiplayer was pretty fun, I'll give it that, but I kind of stopped playing it after my Xbox Live ran out. But it's a good game. It wasn't bad. Black Ops 1 is going to get an A tier for sure. Excellent campaign. Multiplayer was super fun. Zombies was great. We had some classic maps. You know, we had 5, Kino, Call of the Dead, my personal favorite from Black Ops 1. This was just a really great game. And it really set off, you know, the Black Ops games. It was a fantastic start for the Black Ops series. Black Ops 2, on the other hand, is an S tier. I think this is my second favorite. I have so many wonderful memories with this game. I played multiplayer a ton. The zombies, Black Ops 2, it's a mixed bag because it has these amazing maps like Buried, Origins, and Mob of the Dead, which are like the 3 best zombies maps in like everyone's opinion. But it also had like Transit and Die Rise, and just these... Also, I'm sorry that these stupid Steam notifications keep popping up. I don't know how to turn them off, so just ignore them. Anyways, back on track. Black Ops 2 was fantastic. Campaign was great. We had like these multiple endings that you could get. We've never seen that in a Call of Duty game before. It was great. It was a wonderful game. I have so many great memories with it, and I'm probably going to replay the campaign again sometime. Black Ops 3, I'm going to give a B tier because zombies, excellent. Campaign, garbage. Multiplayer, mediocre. Black Ops 3 has my favorite zombies because we have my personal second favorite zombies map, Shadows of Evil, Der Eisendrache, Gorod, Krovi, Revelations. Just these excellent zombies maps. Gobblegums were super interesting, super fun. It did kind of take some of the difficulty away, but you don't have to use them. Multiplayer was pretty fun, but I feel like Black Ops 2 was way better. And the campaign just sucked. I hate campaigns where you play some nameless person, like player. Like Far Cry 5, where you just play as this nameless individual. It's just such a step down because the protagonist really makes or breaks a campaign, in my opinion. Like, you know, Black Ops 1, we had Alex Mason, excellent protagonist. Modern Warfare games, we had Soap and Roach, and even if they don't talk, like Roach didn't talk at all, they still have so much personality to them. So yeah,
Black Ops 3 campaign sucked, but everything else was pretty good. Black Ops 4, D tier. No campaign at all. Extremely disappointing because I just really think it's unfortunate that they stopped focusing on the campaigns and just went to multiplayer and zombies. Zombies in this game wasn't even that good. It was just really confusing. Like, I think zombies maps, I think every Call of Duty game should have a zombies map where it's just like anyone can play it. You don't need any background knowledge. Like, Shadows of Evil is excellent and all, but you need a lot of background knowledge to like understand it and play it, which I think kind of sucks. But you know what? Yeah, the zombies just wasn't that good, except for 9. That was like the only good map in Black Ops 4. Multiplayer also just kind of mediocre. Black Ops 2 was way better. It's not really a good game. Infinite Warfare, I'm actually gonna give it a C because I don't hate Infinite Warfare that much. Zombies, Infinite Warfare, it's actually pretty good. Zombies in Spaceland is really underrated in my opinion, and the zombies was fun. So was the multiplayer, but the campaign, I don't really know anything about the campaign. I don't think I even played the campaign, but zombies were pretty good, so I'll give it a C. Advanced Warfare, put it with Infinite Warfare. It was just kind of, how do I put this? The campaign was pretty good. I'll give it that. The campaign wasn't bad. I did like the zombies mode that they had in Advanced Warfare. I forget what it was called, but it was actually pretty fun. I played it with my friends. Or wait, no. Advanced Warfare did have normal zombies, right. Ghosts was the game that had that weird mode. Advanced Warfare Exo Zombies, I know like the whole Exo thing was a meme. Exo Zombies was actually kind of fun, I'll give it that. The first map was great. I didn't play any of the DLCs because I didn't have any money, so I couldn't buy them. But yeah, Advanced Warfare, it's a solid game. Not bad, not good, just solid. Ghosts, D tier. I forgot everything that happened in Ghosts, honestly, and I actually played through the whole game. I think the only reason people got this game is because we expected Ghost, Simon Riley, Modern Warfare Ghost to be in it, but that was just kind of misleading. I feel like that's the only real reason that people bought this game. That's all I really have to say about Ghost. But anyways, that's it for my Call of Duty tier list. COD 1, 2, and 3 super underrated. Go play them if you haven't. If you like the COD World War II games, go play 2 and 3. Start with 2 and then play 3, because those games are really good and I think they're super underrated. All right, moving on. I have a Sonic game tier list. If you've been keeping up on my channel, you know I'm a pretty big Sonic fan, so I figured it was about time that I look at some of the games. Now, I haven't played all of these, so I did add a tier for games that I haven't played, or just games that I don't know. I think I'm actually going to get rid of F tier, because that's kind of too many. Alright, let's get started. Sonic Heroes is a solid A game. The gameplay isn't for everyone because it's not as like fast as other Sonic games, because you have to do a lot of micromanaging, you know, switching between your party members like Tails and Knuckles. Like Tails can fly, Knuckles can break stuff, and Sonic goes fast. It does require a lot of micromanaging, and it is kind of a difficult game, but it's still really fun in my opinion, and I think it is a little bit underrated. No, it's not really that underrated, but people who don't play Sonic games tend to dislike this game, and I guess I can see why. Moving on, I'm going to put both storybook games in D tier, because they just weren't really that good. I don't think Sonic and medieval stuff, like, mixes, that's just kind of, just kind of stupid. I heard the games suck, too. They're kind of glitchy, like Sonic 06, so... I know a lot of people do like them, but me personally, not really. Sonic CD... put it in B tier. I'm not the biggest classic Sonic fan. You'll see in this list that I'm a pretty huge 3D Sonic fan and not much of a classic 2D. They're still good games, but they are a little bit frustrating at sometimes. But they're not bad. They're not bad. So Sonic CD is going to get beat. Shadow the Hedgehog. This game is just very fun to laugh at. It was kind of in that edgy Sonic phase, or like Sonic Adventure 2 and games like that. The game's just kind of weird. It's fun to laugh at though, so I'll put it in C. OG Sonic the Hedgehog, put it in B tier as well. It is primitive, obviously. I think there's only like 7 zones in the entire game, but it's still fun. The music is great. No Tails, no Knuckles. No spin dash, which kind of sucks, but it's still a fun game, and it's a classic. Sonic the Hedgehog 1 is a classic game. It really jump-started the series, and people loved it, and it was great. Sonic Lost World, I'm going to put that in C as well. It's just kind of mediocre. It's not the best, but not bad either. Sonic, I've never played any of the Sonic Advance games, but I kind of want to because I heard that they're actually kind of underrated. Because being able to play Sonic on the go, I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't know why Sonic Advance 3 isn't on here, because 1 and 2 are. That's weird. Whatever. Moving on. I don't know what this game is. Sonic Triple Trouble, I've never heard of it. Sonic 06, where else would I put it? The game, it's a game that's fun to laugh at like Shadow, but it's just so unplayable. It's not even really fun. The glitches in this game are so crazy. The storyline is weird. Humans and Sonic shouldn't be together. But a lot of good memes that come out of this, you know, the It's No Use with the freaking Silver, that really annoying boss fight. The load times are terrible. It's just not a very good game. Sonic Adventure 2, S tier. I love Sonic Adventure 2. I don't just like it because everyone says it's the best. I love it because there's two storylines you can play through for one. That's really cool. The voice acting is great. The storyline is great. That infamous freaking the fan dubs of this game are great. I watch those a lot. Sonic Adventure 2 is just a freaking awesome game. It definitely deserves all the praise it gets. Sonic Forces, let's see. Most recent, well, Sonic Mania, the most recent 3D Sonic game. I think the whole mechanic of having your own character is pretty cool, but I don't know. It's just a little. I like that Sega's trying new things and all, but it's just kind of underwhelming. You know, I heard the gameplay's not the best either. So yeah, Sonic Forces, C tier. Sonic Mania is gonna go in A tier. Now, Sonic Mania is fantastic, but the one thing I don't like about this game is the boss fights. You know, in classic Sonic games, we just had like these classic Eggman boss fights that were a little bit challenging, but they weren't rage-inducing. Sonic Mania's bosses are rage-inducing. I hate the freaking bosses in this game because if you die, you go all the way back to Act 1. Now, I know in the OG Sonic games, you have to go all the way back to the start, but this game is way harder than the OG Sonic games, in my opinion. This is probably the most difficult game on this list, I think. It's very rage-inducing, and I haven't beat it yet, but I'm getting there. So I just kind of wish that if you die, if you get a game over, you just start at Act 2. I wish they did that. But other than that, it's a great game, you know. It's a great way to celebrate Sonic's, or Sega's anniversary. I think that's when it came out. It's great. It's fan-made, too, which is... that's why I love Sega. They literally made a fan game into a real game. That's just so amazing. And that's one of the reasons why I love Sega. Let's see. Sonic Chronicles on DS. I don't know what this is. Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 are going to go in B tier because Sonic 3 and Knuckles is basically just the upgraded version of these two games and just combines them together, but they're still good games. Actually, I'm going to put Sonic 3 because Sonic 3 is my favorite out of the classic Sonic games on the Genesis. It's my favorite. Sonic Unleashed, A tier. Definitely, it's a 3D Sonic game. It's fun. I think the Werehog stages kind of get hate on a lot, but they're still fun. I still think they're fun. You know, it's not like classic Sonic gameplay where it's just go fast and get to the end. It's like more of a beat 'em up thing. And I think that's really unique and really cool. Daytime levels are great. OST is fantastic. Great game. Sonic the Hedgehog 4. I'm assuming this applies to parts 1 and 2. C tier. I think the homing attack makes this game very easy. I just don't like the whole vibe of this game that much, honestly. I think like 3D Sonic and 2D environment, that's just kind of weird. So, yeah. C tier. Sonic Generations is an S tier though because this game pleased both the 2D Sonic fans and the 3D Sonic fans because we get a mix of both. I think that's a super genius idea. I love the storyline of, like, you know, there being two Sonics and two Tails.
it's just such a fun game. And OST is fantastic. Rooftop Run, that's like my favorite freaking Sonic song. It's great. Moving on. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 I'm going to put with the original Sonic because I know a lot of people love this game, but this game has a lot of frustrating levels that kind of bring it down for me. Metropolis Zone is probably my least favorite Sonic zone, and Oil Ocean isn't that good either. It doesn't introduce Tails though, and that's special. I'll give it that. It's still a fun game, but it's very frustrating. So moving on, Sonic Adventure 1. I'm gonna put Sonic Adventure 1 in B tier. This was basically Sega's response to Mario 64, and I think it does a really bang-up job of doing it. It is kind of a guilty pleasure game. It is, you know, it's primitive because it's pretty much, well, besides 3D Blast, it's technically the first 3D Sonic game, but it's still a great game. The levels are fun, you know, it can play as all these different characters, super unique. So yeah. Sonic 3D Blast, C tier. This game gives me kind of a headache because the camera is a little bit messed up, but it's still pretty fun. Yeah, this was the first 3D Sonic game. I mean, it has 3D in the name, so it's not a bad game. I don't really have that much to say about Sonic 3D Blast. It's just mediocre. Sonic Colors is gonna get an S tier though. I love Sonic Colors. Super, super fun. The whole mechanic of like these aliens and you can like use their different powers and stuff, and it's a Sonic game in space. I think this was like Sega's response to Mario Galaxy, and I think they did a really good job. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say about all these Sonic games. So yeah, we're gonna be moving on to the next one now. Alright everybody, we're back with a new tier list, and for this tier list we got Team Fortress 2 characters. Now if you don't know me already, you wouldn't know that I'm actually a very huge TF2 fan. So I figured we would do a TF2 character tier list. Now I'm not going to be ranking these characters based on how much I like them like as characters, because then they'd all be an S tier, because honestly I love every TF2 character equally in terms of personality. Maybe Pyro I'd move down to A because Pyro doesn't really have that much, like Pyro doesn't really have like any actual English voice lines, it's just a ton of freaking mumbles. But because freaking TF2 has changed my life, honestly. I've had over 4,000 hours in the game. I love it. I've played it ever since I was a kid. And all of these guys would be an S tier. But we're going to be ranking them gameplay-wise. So how much fun I think they are to play and how annoying they are to fight against is going to be factors in this. I'm actually I'm going to remove S tier because I figure 5 is too many. So this is basically the best of the best, and this is the worst. Let's get started. Engineer, I'm actually going to put in B. I think Engineer is fun, but starting off an Engineer, it's very frustrating getting your buildings destroyed over and over, especially when you have a crappy team and they're like taking your metal and you don't have any pyros helping you. It's tough. Engineer's tough, but it is rewarding once you really get into big kill streaks and your team is actually good. Those are the best Engineer games, but it is pretty frustrating when you're just getting stomped. Heavy, A tier. Heavy is my favorite class if you don't know. Pyro used to be my favorite, but after I played a lot of Heavy, I kind of came to the decision that he's my favorite. Personality-wise, gameplay-wise, just everything. I love just being able to mow a ton of people down with a big minigun. I love going in frickin' guns blazing. That's definitely my playstyle in TF2. That's why I'm not like a huge Spy fan, because I like just going in guns blazing in FPS games. That being said, it is very frustrating getting countered by snipers, spies, demos. So basically everything counters you as Heavy except for like Medic or Scout. But you actually have to be good at tracking, otherwise Scouts are gonna frickin' destroy you. So Heavy is super fun, and I haven't gotten bored of him at all. He has so many different versatile play styles you can do. You got Tomislav, Brass Beast, Huolong Heater if you want to play on the cart, Fat Scout, melee, boxing Heavy. There's just so much fun stuff you can do with him. So yeah, Heavy is my favorite TF2 class. Scout. I'm going to put Scout in B tier as well because Scout is actually pretty fun. Just being able to run around really fast and get around the map and double jumping
it allows for a lot of fun mobility options and really allows you to be creative with the, knowing the maps and knowing the good spots to flank. Scout's really fun. I mean, just running around really fast and having a big shotgun is always fun. And I love Scout's personality as well. Definitely one of my favorite. Nathan Vetterlin, my favorite TF2 voice actor. I love Scout's voice. Just a great character overall. Soldier, I'm going to put in B tier as well. Oh my god, who am I going to put in C and D tier? I didn't really think about this beforehand. Soldier is arguably the most popular TF2 class. Obviously, you have rocket jumping, market gardening, so much potential for mobility options. Soldier is definitely a newcomer class. I think I told my friends who are new to TF2, just play Soldier first. He'll help you get used to the basics of the game. And Rick May, obviously, rest in peace. Excellent voice for Soldier. I think I don't know who my favorite TF2 voice actor is. I love them all equally. I love all the TF2 voices except for Pyro. Oh, a fun fact, if you didn't know, NG and Pyro actually have the same voice actor, which is, or wait, was it Spy and Pyro? It was NG and, wait, no. Oh, crap, I'm messing this up. Hold on, I'm looking this up. It is Pyro and Spy. Okay, wait, Heavy and Demo have the same voice actor? I didn't even know that. Okay, yeah, Dennis Bateman, voice of Pyro and Spy. Okay, I thought it was NG and Spy for some reason, or NG and Pyro. But yeah, but we'll get into that later. So, Soldier, solid B tier. He's technically an A tier. This would be like S tier, but whatever. This is just more simple. Medic, in terms of gameplay, honestly, I don't really like healers in video games. If I'm playing an FPS game, I want to be the one shooting stuff up and killing people. Because, that's what FPS games are about. But, obviously, Medic is essential to a team composition. You need a Medic, otherwise you're probably going to get boned. And I love Medic's personality and voice actor. Don't get me wrong. But, I'm not the biggest fan of healers in games. Unless it's like Lucio in Overwatch, because you can actually rack up a lot of kills and provide support. Medic, not so much. Unless you're using, the Blitzsager, I suppose. But Medic is going to go in C tier. Demo, kind of C tier as well. I'm not really the best at Demo, but Demo Knighting is pretty fun. But, I don't know. Demo's just not really my class. I mean, Demo is pretty fun, and, I love his personality. Probably the weakest Meet the Team short out of all of them. I don't hate Demo, but I really hate playing against Demos. When you're in a casual match and you have the really good player on the other team, yeah, if it's a Demo, that's the most frustrating. Everything else is not that bad, but Demos who are really good are so frustrating to play against. They just have godlike pipe aim. They know all the sticky trap spots. It's just so frustrating. So Demo has the most pub stomp potential, in my opinion, as well as Soldier. Spy. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Spy player, but I really love Spy's personality, and I love his character as well. So he's going to be with Demo. I suck at playing them, but I love their personalities, and Meet the Spy is my personal favorite Meet the Team short. It's just the classic. That being said, when you're playing against a team that's really good, being Spy is very frustrating. However, if the other team sucks, then Spy is really fun. But, I don't know, maybe I just suck. Moving on. Pyro, D tier. I used to main Pyro, but after a while, I just got kind of bored. Yeah, I know you can do crazy combos and stuff, but most Pyro gameplay is just running around with your freaking mouse one button. I know that's a meme WM1, but that's not all the Pyro gameplay. But Pyros are very frustrating to play against, especially Afterburn and the Scorch Shot. I hate Afterburn and I hate the Scorch Shot. The Scorch Shot needs to be nerfed, in my opinion. You can just spam it and freaking do a ton of damage, especially as Heavy, where you're a really slow class, just bounces you around and freaking whiffs your tracking. It's so annoying. So yeah, Pyro, you're gonna stay in D tier. Sniper, I actually like Sniper, but I'm not the best, so I'm gonna put Sniper in D tier. I love his Meet the Team short. I love his voice lines. Just being I should have put more thought into this, but I think this... Actually, I'm going to move Engineer up to A, because I enjoy Engineer more than I do these three.
in terms of gameplay, just everything, along with Heavy, but Heavy's still my favorite. Anyways, back to Sniper. Once again, if the team you're up against is pretty good, being Sniper can be annoying, but that kind of applies to every class. I don't know why that's an argument that I'm saying. Whatever, this is my list. I don't like Pyro, but I pretty much love every other class. I still love Pyro. I'm sorry, Pyro. I'm sorry, Pyro mains, if you're watching this. I apologize. Yeah, I think that's all I gotta say for this TF2 tier list. Moving on. We have a memes tier list. Now, I've been pretty involved with memes for a while. I mean, ever since like 2016, the golden age of memes, in my opinion. I edited the tiers myself, so I'm gonna explain them a little bit. Legendary, we have just the best of the best, timeless. Doesn't matter what time they're from. They're just always gonna be funny. Funny is just memes that I think are good, old, and new. Only ironically funny. These are memes that are only funny if you're being like ironic about them. You'll understand that more as I explain. Mediocre are just like, not funny, but also not unfunny. They're just kind of there. Was funny when it was popular. That kind of speaks for itself. It's a lot of those memes on here. Unfunny is just memes that I don't like, and I'll explain why I don't like them. And question mark is I don't know what they are, or why are they a meme. Alright, like I don't get what the meme is. Okay, let's start. Here we have GTA San Andreas. S-word. Here we go again. This meme was actually pretty good. I'm gonna give it funny. There weren't that many unfunny ones. It wasn't really like driven into the ground, but you know, it's not bad. Shrek memes were funny when they were popular, but they're not really funny anymore because now only like freaking, I hate the word normies, but I mean it's kind of true. Only really normies use them now. Surprise Pikachu I never thought was funny, mainly because I don't play Pokemon games. Rickroll, legendary. Rickrolling is always going to be legendary for me, honestly. It's probably the most popular meme of all time. The premise is so simple. Just link someone, never going to give you up. Also, speaking of that, Rick Astley, you guys should listen to him. Rick Astley makes some really good songs. Besides just never going to give you up. Anyways, moving on. The Shaggy memes. These are actually kind of funny, ironically. I'll give them that. I actually did like these when they were popular, but it kind of got turned into a Reddit meme. But I never really see that much ironic use of it. It's gonna go on mediocre. It's not bad, but it's not really good either. Pedo Bear. Mediocre, I guess. I've never really seen that many memes of this. Stonks, unfunny. I don't like this meme with this face. They just misspell some word. It's just not funny. I don't get it. Peppa Pig memes, I guess. They're kind of white girl memes. Like, they're like TikTok girl memes, so they're gonna go on unfunny. Plus, Peppa Pig is a bad show anyways. Moving on. Yee. You know, Yee memes weren't that bad. It's kind of like an old school YouTube poop meme, so I never really saw myself laughing at them though, so they're gonna go on mediocre, but they're not bad. How do I move tiers? I kind of want to move this tier to, yeah, okay, yeah, that's better. I like that. Was it like the Allier Fortnite? Was that really a meme? I don't know. It is pretty funny, so I'll put in funny. Oh, it's Bad Luck Brian. Ironically, it's only funny ironically. People stopped laughing at that back like freaking 2012. What's this kid? It's that kid getting hit in the head with the basketball and it makes a weird noise. Funny when it was popular. Back when Vine was a thing, it was funny. Baby Yoda, I don't know how Baby Yoda's supposed to be funny. It's just kind of like a, oh, haha, he's really cute thing. To be continued. I'm gonna make this JoJo memes in general. There are some good JoJo memes out there, but it's gonna go on mediocre. It's not bad, but it's not really good either. B-Movie was funny when it was popular, along with Shrek. Troll face memes are actually kind of funny. You think I'd put them in only ironically funny, but troll face memes are kind of funny, especially with the cover yourself in oil meme. That's genuinely funny. Old Rage, I think this is just Rage comics in general. Rage comics were funny. You know, honestly, they still kind of are. I'll give them that. What's this girl's name? The Cash Me Outside girl? That wasn't funny. All your base are belong to us. This was like a 2012 meme as well, so it wasn't really funny though. I don't really know why that meme was funny. I don't know what this thing is. I know it's like a RuneScape thing, but I don't know that's supposed to be funny. Dolan. Dolan memes are pretty good actually. Put them in funny because those Dolan videos were actually pretty funny back in the day. Thanos memes, they were pretty good. Mediocre. What's this meme called? It's some freaking Velociraptor thing. It was funny, ironically. Along with the Why You Know guy. Funny, ironically. Pepe memes. This one's actually interesting. I know Pepe is like a huge 4chan thing. It was pretty funny back in the day, but not really anymore. I think those Wojak guys kind of took over what Pepe used to be. I don't know what this is. We Are Number One is legendary. No one can argue with that. So much creative editing and hilarious videos came out. Okay, I'm still recording. Okay. Anyways, We Are Number One is a classic. This goes with Lazy Town memes in general. Also, you know, the Mine Song, other Lazy Town memes. Just so much creativity and work was put into these. Also, you know, Steph and Carl, rest in peace, man. It's a legendary meme. It's sad that, obviously, you know, all memes come and go, but We Are Number One is always going to be funny to me. What is this, like Slender Man? Question mark? Because Slender Man's not really like a funny meme. If that even is Slender Man, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. John Cena memes, those were funny. I'm gonna put them in funny because I still think they're actually, like, that John Cena prank call was actually really funny. What is it? The Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help. Mediocre, I guess. Don't really use it anymore. Uganda Knuckles was never really funny in my opinion. It's technically a Sonic meme and I'm a Sonic fan, but you know what? That meme was never funny to me. Sans Undertale, mediocre. You know, it was funny when it was popular, because no one really talks about Undertale that much anymore. Surprise Patrick, or wait, no. Scheming Patrick, whatever the heck this meme was called. I don't like these SpongeBob memes. I'm gonna be real. These SpongeBob memes where it's just like a SpongeBob picture and then it's just a caption on top. I hate them. Like that freaking chicken SpongeBob meme. I hated that meme. There's a ton of other examples, but there's these SpongeBob memes where it's just an image and caption. I don't like those memes. Definitely some of the worst in my opinion. Big Chungus, only ironically funny. It wasn't funny when it was popular, but now it's just like kind of a, it's just an ironic meme now, and it's actually pretty funny now, so I'll give it that. Illuminati. Oh, okay, I think this is just referring to montage parodies. They were funny when they were popular, but YouTube poops beat them out in every single way. Montage parodies died out in like a couple months and people are still making YouTube poops, so. Big Smoke. Big Smoke memes were actually pretty good. I'll give them funny. Grumpy Cat, ironic, or they're not even, Grumpy Cat's not even funny, ironically. Put it in, was funny when it was popular. What was this meme called? The Almighty Loaf or something. It was like this weird bread thing. It was funny when it was popular. Trump memes. Trump memes were very funny in the 2016 election. This dude was giving them funny things to say every week. You know, small loan, $1 million. Trump memes are actually pretty funny. Not just the memes where it's like, actually I'm going to put it mediocre because half the Trump memes are just like, oh, Orange Man bad. And half of them are actually like funny stuff that he's done. So, people just focus on politics way too much, man. Yeah, it's going to mediocre. Some are good, some bad. Oh, is it that Big Yoshi meme? It's mediocre. It's not really that good. That freaking Scary Wolf meme. This was another one of these memes, but this wasn't even funny, so I'll put it on funny. Karen memes. I like those videos where it's like the Karen's freaking out, like that really scary one with the white shirt. I like that one. I like the I Am Legend girl. You know, Karen memes are actually pretty funny, but now it's just kind of like a Reddit thing. So it's gonna go mediocre. They used to be funny, but now it's just like an overused word. It was like Mark Zuckerberg and how he's like a alien or something. It's mediocre. PPAP. This meme was actually pretty good, honestly. I miss this meme, man. I know this guy does like TikTok or something, but PPAP, those memes are so funny, man. I still think they're kind of funny. That video was just so dumb. Ouija. Okay, I'm gonna categorize this as just YouTube poops in general. YouTube poops are legendary. This isn't just the Ouija meme in particular. It's all YouTube meme. All YouTube poop memes are gonna go in legendary. YouTube poops are legendary. People still make them today, and they're just getting better and better, honestly. So YouTube poops are going in legendary. How it feels to chew 5 gum. This one, it required a bit of editing to make, so I'll give it in funny. Some of them were pretty good, actually. Dat Boy was never really funny, in my opinion. Doge is funny, ironically. This picture of Tom, or no, it's Jerry. This picture of Jerry, not funny. Oof, Roblox memes were funny when they were popular, but now it's not really. Coffin dance, I never really liked this meme, honestly, but it does require a good amount of editing to make them, so I can give it respect for that. It's going to mediocre. This is just another stupid image caption meme. It's going in unfunny. This is Johnny, yes, Papa. Why is this on here? Oh, you know, that actually was a meme. That kind of reminds me of the Lazy Town memes, actually. It's going in mediocre just because of that one really weird video where it's like the Johnny animation, like the characters look really creepy. So it's gonna go in mediocre just because of that video, because that video is actually funny. One does not simply. I think that's ironically funny. You'll see most of the old memes going to ironically funny, because I've seen like ironic pictures of these on Instagram. They're actually pretty funny. Over 9,000. This is also kind of a YouTube poop meme, so it's gonna go in mediocre as well. But it's not really fun. It's not funny anymore. Actually, it's gonna go in funny when it was popular. Now I'm split, because I do have a lot of nostalgia for this meme, because, you know, I was a huge YouTube poop fan when I was younger. So it's gonna go in funny. You know what? Over 9,000 memes were funny. Yeah, but they were funny when they were... Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it in fun. I'm gonna leave it in funny. Sprite Cranberry memes are legendary as well. Those memes were always funny to me, and they still are. You know, Sprite Cranberry commercials are just like a sign of the times, you know? Whenever those start airing, that's when it's Christmas. They need to bring back the OG, though. That Winter Spice stuff, as I said in my soda tier list, that stuff's nasty. Bring back the OG Sprite Cranberry. Sonic. Going funny. It's a nice bait and switch thing. Not just because it's Sonic, I'm a Sonic fan. But, you know, linking people to really eerie video. Sonic memes are pretty good. What is this? Overly obsessed girlfriend or something? Funny videos. Funny, ironically. Despacito, I never understood what the joke was. Unfunny. Was that Willy Wonka meme was funny when it was popular. But I put all, you know what? Switching these two, because this one wasn't. This one's not even funny now. That one you can probably make news of it. Fabulous Secret Powers. I'm very angry because the original creators of this video, you know that hey video by that one dude has like 100 million views. That's not the original. The original is Fabulous Secret Powers by Slack Circus, and that video only has like 1 million views, and that makes me mad. But the original Fabulous Secret Powers video is so timeless. I'm gonna put it in funny. It's not as much as these, but it's still a good meme nonetheless. Anyways, I know I just took this random one. I didn't make this myself, but it took like the more popular memes. So I think this is a good. I mainly wanted to talk about Rickroll and We Are Number One because those are my two favorite memes. But yeah, that's how I feel about memes. Anyways, I believe this is going to be our last one unless I find any other ones. COD Zombies maps. As you can see, I put all the Black Ops 4 maps in here because I have not played any Black Ops 4 Zombies maps, so I wouldn't really be fair. Alright, let's get started. Der Eisendrache is an S tier. A good start. The bows, super fun. It reminds me of the staffs from Origins. The Easter egg was pretty cool, even because you can do it solo. I mean, a couple of Easter eggs you can do them solo, but Der Eisendrache was just such a fun map. You know, with like the Panzer and I don't really know what else to say about it. It's just a really great map. Gorod Krovi, it's gonna go in A tier. It's still a good map. You know, it brought back the PPSH and the what else did it bring back? It gave us the Mark III ray gun. That was really cool. Yeah, it's just a solid map. Transit, I'm actually gonna put in C tier because I don't hate Transit as much as other people do. Is it a good map? No. Is it really fun to play with friends? Yes.
I just have so many memories of Transit, even though it's such a crappy map. You know, the bus driver and the wave gun, jet gun, whatever it's called. It's just I just have so many memories playing Transit, even though it sucks. I still love it regardless. Ascension, on the other hand, I'm not an Ascension fan. The map isn't that bad, but the monkeys really bring the whole thing down for me. Um, Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it in C, just because of the OG version that had PhD. That really brought this map up because we don't have that many maps of PhD flopper, and I think that really brings the map up. But it's still not my favorite. Buried is in S tier as well. Uh, Buried is definitely the best out of the freaking Marlton group, whatever it's called. This map was so much fun. I love the claustrophobic feel of it. I love the witches and the bank system and the Paralyzer Ray Gun Mark II. This map was so hype when it first came out. Oh, the memories, man. Oh, definitely one of my favorites out of BO2. Not my favorite, but we'll see more of that. Call of the Dead is an A tier for me. My favorite Black Ops 1 map. The addition of George Romero is so cool, and you know, all these movie actors that are real people. It's so cool, such a creative map, and it's just great. Der Riese, I'm gonna go in S tier as well, actually, because Der Riese is honestly one of my personal favorites, just because it's been in so many COD games. It's just so iconic. Like, I know the layout of Der Riese more than I know my own freaking city. And I've been living here every day of my life. So if that doesn't say something, I don't know what does. Moving on. Oh, it also introduced Pack-a-Punch, which is one of the most iconic features of zombies. Oh, I'm going to be putting a lot of these in S tier, actually. Should I move one of these down? You know what? I'm going to keep these the way they are. Die Rise is a D tier. I never liked Die Rise. It's just such a bland map, honestly. The only cool thing about this was the Sliquifier. Everything else was just really generic and just wasn't fun. This map just sucked. 5 is going in A tier. Now, this might be a little bit controversial because a lot of people don't like 5, but actually, no, I'm going to put 5 in B tier. I've been playing 5 a lot with my friends lately, and 5 is really fun, actually. I love that you can play as JFK, who else? Oh, my mind is freaking out of blank. Fidel Castro, Richard Nixon, the nerd guy that no one likes, whatever his name is. Yeah, it's a very solid, except for the Pentagon Thief is really annoying, but, I mean, everyone complains about that already, so. Other than that, the map it's actually really challenging, and I think that's what makes it fun. Kino der Toten, it's my second favorite in Black Ops 1. It's just such a classic map, and anyone can get into it. You don't need any prior knowledge to do good on it. It's just a solid map all around A tier. Moon, I don't like Moon. I don't understand why everyone loves this map. It's just so big, so confusing. I hate that freaking spaceman guy that's always running around. I guess the Zap gun? Yeah, that's what it's called. I guess the Zap gun is cool, but, like, everything else, you know, it's just, like, eh. Moving on, Mob of the Dead is my all-time favorite. It deserves all the praise it gets. Oh my god, I remember when I got this map when it first came out. It was so hype. Playing as, you know, these Alcatraz prisoners and escaping with the plane and the Blundergat, the Hell's Retriever. Everything about this map was amazing. This map had no bad qualities, in my opinion. It was just so much fun, so much replayability. It was fun on solo, fun with friends, fun with random people, which is surprising because Zombies usually isn't fun with random people because they'll suck. But Mob of the Dead is excellent. Nacht der Toten. Nacht der Untoten, sorry. B tier. Actually, I have a lot of memories with this because World at War was actually my first ever game I ever played. And I have a lot of memories playing Nacht as a kid. So, you know what? I love it. It's going to B, but it is very primitive. No Pack-a-Punch, no perks, unless you're playing on the Black Ops 1 version where you get freaking mule kick. Other than that, it's just very primitive, but it's still a fun time all around when you're playing with friends. Solo, it's probably very boring because we have all these other maps that you can play. So it's going to B tier. Origins, I'm actually going to put in A tier. I'm not the biggest Origins fan, but I understand why everyone loves it. The staffs are really cool. The big robots are great. The Easter egg is awesome. But I don't know. There's just something about... I just love these maps way more. I still like this map. maybe it's just like the mud and like freaking the Panzer, and they kind of bring it. Well, the Panzer's cool, but he's really tough in Black Ops 2. This definitely was a great map, but it's not my favorite. Revelations, C tier. This map was just kind of a freaking cluster frick. I don't really like. It's not bad, but like it's not my favorite. I don't really have that much else to say. I mean, it's cool we got like the Apothicon Servant again, and Easter egg is kind of a letdown, but it's not bad. Shangri-La, I'm gonna put in C tier as well. I've never really liked Shangri-La. It's a very difficult map, actually. Yeah, I think it's gonna stay in C tier. Shino Numa is gonna go in B tier, along with Nacht and Verrückt. Actually, I'm gonna put all these three in B, because they are pretty primitive, but they're still classics nonetheless. And I love Verrückt and how scary it is with like the freaking people screaming in the background. That's freaking scary. I love the vibe of Shino Numa, like this swamp and like Japan. It's great. Shadows of Evil is my second favorite map, I think. Yeah, Mob and then Shadows. I adore Shadows of Evil. I love the vibe of it. I love the, the 20s, 30s gangster vibe. I just love it. I love the characters. I love Nero. I really love the girl. What's her name? Jessica something. Normally I don't like female zombies characters because they're always extremely annoying, like Misty. But she was actually a great. I loved all the characters in this, like Jackie freaking Vincent and the other guy, whatever his name was. Shadows of Evil is just an excellent map. Like the rituals. It does require a lot of background knowledge, which kind of sucks. Like I can't just easily play with my friends that well. But you know what? It's my second favorite because I love playing it solo. Zetsubo is going to be D tier as well because it's just Zetsubo. It's very, very complicated. I never really got into this map. I played it a couple times. I'm like, I have no clue what I'm doing, and then I just kind of gave up on it. Other than that, that does it for the zombies tier list.